If working hard for money really worked, why are the hardest workers still broke, burnt out, and still struggling, and also buried in debt? Let that sink in.
Yeah. How many of you were told that work hard, get a job, buy a house, and retire someday, probably after 65? In saying that, if it is going to work like that, how many years you have been working? 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years? Is it working out really? Ask yourself. But here is the truth. Whatever they have told you to be like that, that's an absolute trap. And it's designed to keep almost 97% of the people stay stuck. Meanwhile, the wealthy, the 3% of wealthy people around the world, because there are only 3% of people are wealthy here, they play a completely a different game. Let's talk about it. Yeah, let's talk about it. So we are going to just shuffle between two different cameras here. So yeah, let's go for it. Let's give a detail, and moreover, this is about 200.
202nd episode.
Yep.
For the past 202nd, this is a weekly episode, so we've been successfully airing for the past 202 weeks.
So before diving into how to create wealth, how to escape out of the financial struggle, let's focus on what the 97% are focusing on and what the 3% are differentiating themselves to create the wealth. Because without knowing the underlying reason, what must be prioritized, how much ever you work hard, that's not going to take you anywhere. How much ever you get to know the details of how it is going to be, it's not going to work out. So that's what we're going to break down what the 97% do. So I will talk about that. Okay. So because based on the conditioning, because even we were there too, just not so long, just before 4 years, we were also there too. In saying that, we are told to trade time for money and make capped linear income. Choose high paying jobs or a job, but not high leverage income at all. Believe time is money. You must work hard for money. But the truth is, time is life. Take pride in being busy, busyness of life, while missing out time with our family. Celebrate owning a mortgaged house, debt based luxurious car or a car, or being present at home, or being present with the family and celebrating it. We did that too.
Yes.
We were no escape. We were no escape from it. We did that too. Save money to enjoy life someday, one day. But someday never comes. There is no someday or one day in a weekdays. Value net worth. We were told to value net worth. Everyone around us telling us to value the net worth while sacrificing our self worth and chase behind the net worth and get the possessions, buying the materialistic possessions based on the debt or the mortgage and paying for it while we are working hard for the money.
Yeah, instead of being wealthy, focusing on being wealthy,
Looking.
it's more of a looking rich stuff,
Mm,
more of
mm,
liabilities.
mm.
So focus more on that, especially in the 97%. Focus more on status,
Mm.
or how I look, how I present myself to the society.
Yep.
So it's more of looking rich than being or than creating wealth.
So, in saying that, what resonates to you now? When compared to the 3%, how about you?
Yep.
Yeah.
So we saw all that about 97, which is majority.
Why they are stuck?
Yeah, which is majority. So let's see what's the least, the 3% of the population, especially the wealthy, do what is the different thing. First and foremost for them is not money. Does it?
The wealth to focus on what?
They are more on time, buying back time, or value their time more than money.
That's a very, very main important thing.
Time freedom is first, more than anything, more than financial freedom. Time freedom is first for them.
because without time.
there's no point we getting a financial freedom, isn't it? So it's a more of time. And also, instead of the linear income like in majority of people, this is the 3% focused on uncapped, which means unlimited, leveraged income,
Mm, mm. Go
and
ahead, go ahead.
also income streams, diversifying with other income streams. Okay, so it's their income is not tied to their time. So they are never, because of the time freedom, they are never like, oh, working per hour, oh, my time is running, rather I would be at work. Those things are never a part of the 3%. And not wearing all the hats. You could be a small business owner. You can understand very well. Still, you are in 97%. The wealthy, what they do different is delegate tasks
Mm,
to others
mm.
and also set up systems
Yep.
in whatever they do. Set up the systems and give it to people. Delegate.
Mm.
They don't try to wear all the hats, being the admin, being the CEO, being the worker, being taking the phone calls, taking the strategies, everything. So delegation and also build system which runs on automation means 24 hours.
And also the most important thing which I shared with you in the morning as well, they invest on themselves to enhance their
Yeah.
self-worth by self-educating, by open-mindedly, by being coachable.
And in whatever they do, once they are step into thing, they always look into global reach. They don't limit themselves in a small town or a small city. They they can reach, set up system which can reach globally across
Why?
the countries.
Why? Because they can able to scale and duplicate it.
Yeah. So it's not about earning money or making money. It's all about building legacy.
And generational wealth.
Yeah. And generational wealth. And very importantly, they are a present parents of being present with their family, not just being a provider.
Saying that family, freedom, and purpose over possessions.
And finally, they're living with freedom and also running on their own schedule, in their own terms, in their own clock.
Not someday, not one day. So, we are not just saying from the books, we are not saying some theoretical stuff here. Whereas we are going to bring in the fact, not only from us, but also if you definitely you may be knowing these two person who are we are going to say as an example. If you say Jeff Bezos, you know Jeff Bezos is the
Yeah.
CEO of Amazon.
Amazon. Yeah.
In order to earn more money, you know what he did? He saw leverage. He built a system that runs 24/7 even in the absence of him. It means without him. Because the thing is, if you're going to be present and only make money, you can make money only when you are there. When you stop working, the money stops coming. So since because he developed the system to run 24/7 even with in the absence of him, today, even if he never worked again, the cash flow keeps coming. Because it's not about trading time for money, it's about creating an asset, creating a business asset. And now is portfolio is around, not net worth, I'm not talking about the net worth, portfolio itself is around more than $200 billion. And let's take a second example. Definitely you may be aware about this person, Elon Musk. Runs multiple companies, but he is not in every factory whatever he owns or whatever he runs, right? Why? Because his real asset is in his mind,
The ideas.
the intuition, and his ability to create the systems, not jobs. The system which runs by itself. Now you may not be a Bezos or we are not a Bezos, just Bezos or Elon Musk. But here is the truth: you don't need to be. You just need to stop thinking like the 97% always to hustle, always to grind, always to work hard, always to wear all the hats. At the same time, you must, instead of thinking like a 97%, you must shift your mindset to start thinking like a 3%. That's what we did in saying that. Get it? So I think this knowledge is enough for you to means
Example,
evidentially to
yeah.
prove that, because we are not bringing some theory here, whereas we are bringing in the fact. We are giving the two examples, not only from us. So that's what exactly we did. We were working for 60 plus hours a week, 60 plus hours and 50 hours a
50
week
hours a
for
week.
23 years. We had degree, we had experience, we had status to look rich, but no presence with the family. That we refused to stay like that. We refused to accept that until we discovered the way to create or way to leverage the high ticket business model while we are creating the leverage income through an automation. And that completely started changing everything for us in the last 4 years. In saying that what we have created in the last 4 years is completely different from whatever we tried to create in the 23 years being in the job. Early retired, full time traveling, living our dreamful life for the past more than 21 months
21,
now.
yeah,
More than
nearly
21
22.
months,
Yeah.
being a present parent, and without missing any moment of my or milestones by being with our kids. And now creating generational wealth, legacy, and also helping others who are determined and to do the same by focusing on the family and freedom and purpose over possessions, and also helping them to become debt free as well, who are truly determined to become the 3%. That is our transformation. So we are not just telling the fact, we are not just telling the whatever the theoretical. No, 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 no. We are just bringing you the practical application, what the 3% are, how the 3% are changing the focus, changing the mindset to shift their beliefs, and by being open minded and coachable and creating what they can rather than settling with what they have.
The average. Okay, let's talk about the three mindset shifts. When we talk about transformation, what transformed us
Mm, mm.
from working that many hours and then completely flip side 180-degree turn to this path, the path which leads to generational wealth and a legacy. What are the three main mindset changes we
Yeah, that's
change,
most
and
important.
also for you?
Mm.
First and foremost, stop worshipping the hard work. Don't wear it like a badge of honor. Oh, I work until even after everyone leave, I will work even after that 1 hour, 2 hours. I was the last
I
to
did
leave.
that.
I was the first to reach the office and I was the last to leave. It's not a badge of honor. More hours, definitely not a badge of honor anymore. Those are like 70s outdated. So that's the first mindset you should start changing, which is stop worshipping the hard work. Totally outdated.
Rather,
Second,
no, rather start
rather
worshipping
worshipping yeah,
leverage,
leverage
leveraging
systems.
the system, leveraging the automation, leveraging the business which you can create, which can run 24/7 even in the absence of you, leveraging the business which can be scalable and duplicatable using the OPM and OPT strategy, because that's where the game is. So the second one.
Second one, stop chasing the net worth.
Mm, mm.
Everyone's talk about net worth and things. You have to focus on your portfolio, creating a portfolio, not net worth.
It means self-worth.
Yeah. So you have to have that self worth, and also the, which is very limited, time,
Mm.
wealth, time in factors of
Mm.
time.
Yeah.
Wealth, I mean to say time freedom.
You must be willing to invest your time, your money, and your energy onto yourself. The more you
Self worth.
focus on your self worth, that is where you shift from time is money to time is life. The moment you shift from time is money to time is life, then your perception towards creating the wealth will become completely different as a 3% of wealthy people than what the society dictates and conditions you to stay stuck in where you are. You got this, what I mean to say you here. So be willing, be coachable, be open-minded to invest on yourself. Do not focus. The society demands you to focus on the net worth first. Now, that's make you to work hard to pay back the net worth for your lifetime by sacrificing your life. By for that they create the unnecessary demand of the property demand, materials demand,
Upgrading cars,
and also
upgrading.
they're creating the limitations. Money is limited, property is limited, houses are limited. Likewise, they create the unnecessary demand. Those are all the demands which is created to keep you where you are. Let this land for a while. If they would have, if they're saying that the houses are demand, they are saying for the past how many years, decades, so many
Yeah.
decades, or in the suburbs are increasing. So what I mean to say here is, yes, the demands are there, but it doesn't need to be in a, you should be in a panic situation. There's nothing to be panicky here. And also they say money is limited. It's not. They say money is limited because they want you to hide about the real purpose of money, the financial education from you, because that's why they don't teach you to be there. They don't teach you about the finance in the school also. And they make you to work hard for the money while they are printing the money, trillions and trillions of dollars whenever they want. And $4 billion are created digitally every single day globally. And they're devaluing the money 3.3% every single year while you are working hard for the money for the 2.2% increment, even if you get it. Right? So stop chasing the net worth. Rather, focus on your self worth. Invest on yourself and the time wealth. Buy back the time. Focus on achieving the time freedom first. So, sorry, let's talk about the third one.
Third one, stop chasing or stop waiting, not chasing something. Stop waiting for to achieve freedom someday. So there is no someday, oh, after this Christmas, after that, after that. There is no someday. Have a sense of urgency and act now. Any decisions, make now.
Now what, never.
Yeah. You should have that sense of urgency, especially in creating wealth and generational wealth. So take action now, make decision now. Otherwise, if you are letting the things to happen by itself or just procrastinating, it means it's a choice. You make that choice.
And moreover, whatever we are saying, this path exists. It's real. And moreover, we are walking on it. We are the living proof of it. Others too, globally, because they choose to think differently and act extraordinarily. That's it. Not as a 97%, as what they told you to be, but as a 3% to rise, evolve. So now ask yourself, are you going to keep focusing on what the society conditioned you to believe with the limitations, with the demands? Or are you ready to learn open mindedly by rising as a 3% and live the life that you truly desire? That you, what you can, with what you can. So, this isn't about overnight success. We are not recommending any sort of quick hit scheme or anything like that. And it's about finally getting off that hamster wheel of running all the
The
time, hustling
grind,
all the time,
the
grinding all the
grinding.
time, rather choosing a new path with a different mindset as a 3% to thrive and to be around successes while investing on your self-worth, to focus on who you are becoming. And moreover, we don't have you don't have to figure out everything
In the
upfront in
beginning,
the
yeah.
beginning itself.
Yeah. We didn't do.
No.
We just made a decision
Yeah.
to change the path.
The only thing is, ask yourself, are you truly determined? Are your reasons to change your life, or those reasons are firing you up? If you say, I want to achieve financial freedom, I want to be with your family, is it really the reason? Or you just talking? Because you must be in a position with a do or die mentality, with a now or never attitude, with a sense of urgency, as she mentioned, to do it now, irrespective of any excuses, any challenges, any limitations, any lack, or any loss, you must play out of comfort. So, if you are remain being safe and secure and comfortable as what they have told, with a take it for granted mentality, to sacrifice, to hustle, to be busy, to grind, then you stay as a 97% with all the financial struggles. To escape out of it, you must uncondition yourself and to thrive and strive by means of having a true reason why you want to have what you want, true determination. And when you are truly committed, when you're having the strong reason, I'm telling you, that is where you walk the talk, irrespective of your fear, doubt, or your bank balance or your limitations. We had the fear too. I was so scary too. 4 years before, by looking at the opportunity, business opportunity, I was so scared. But the thing is, and I said to myself, this is not for me. This doesn't suit me. But the real fact is, I was so scared to stay stuck in where I was. I was so scared to not being present with my family for the rest of my life. That scared me a lot. And if I say an opportunity, it's not for me, doesn't suit me, working like 60 hours a week for the rest of my life doesn't suit me either. Let this sink this for a while. So you must find a way out of no way. You must invest on yourself to be mentored. You don't need to figure out everything by yourself. And if you would have got the ability to figure out, you should be always already living with freedom. Why you are not? So that is where you must invest on yourself for your self-worth. Once you find a way out of no way, that's where you rise, evolve, because your kids aren't just watching you provide, they're watching you what you choose, how you rise, how you evolve, how you change, and what you create rather than settling. So choose wisely. If this, whatever we said
So far, yeah.
so far, resonates to you deeply, and you know it's time now, you honestly know it's time now.
I think this is the best time than ever before.
You honestly know deep within yourself what you're doing is not working out. So rather than accepting, rather than settling for it, and if you're open minded and if you're truly determined, irrespective of the fear and the doubt, just reach out. And you know how to reach us. Let's talk, let's discuss, and let's see it's a good fit for you. From there, you are here to live your life to the fullest every single day because we believe in you more than you believe in yourself. Because we are all born here to live every day. We succeed
Succeed
together.
together.
That's why.